under the City of Cape Town Bridge. It's Franco Donadio that'll take them away as the lights are on and the engines roar and the lights are out and away they go. And it's a run down to turn number 1, Holzhoek. As we watch them come into shot, there's some of the dust after an oil spill, and Franco Donadio has the inside line and he'll take it straight out of the gate and he'll lead out of Holzhoek and down the Joubert Straight.
In the Castrol corner, Franco Donadio, Michael Hitchcock, Trevor Momberg, Ferdy Maton, Jared Evans, Glenn Bogart's in there as well, Jaco Oosthuizen, Charles Zorten, Theo Claessen's in there too, and Wayne Lotter. Then behind them is Dave Riley in the Beetle, Robert Rowe in the BM, Malcolm Pfeiffer, Jan Kukumur. They all working their way through. Lovely drive as they work their way up out of Sorrel Sweep now, making their way down the back straight. You see the rest of the cars. There they are in there down through Sorrel Sweep, down towards turn number 5, Perdamina Fostron corner. Dave Riley hanging a bit wide there in frame in the VW Beetle. The leaders down into Perdamina Fostron corner. And Franco Donadio in that massive Chef Can-Am, putting it sideways. All his stock car talent coming to the fore. Michael Hitchcock trying to roll up behind. Listen to that Can-Am. Sweet to the ear. Trevor Momberg out there. Then it's Jared Evans, Ferdy Maton. And they work their way through. Ferdy Maton, it's Rosser. Then Nathan Bogart, Mattia, PV Lowe. PV Lowe is dropping down. PV Lowe is out. He's dropping down the row. I don't see PV Lowe anywhere. So is the Mazda out? I don't see him. It looks like he's fallen by the wayside. Bruce Van Taplin also not there. Try and pick up on these guys where they are. So they, I'm fear we've lost 1 or 2 cars.
Apparently, Francois, we're getting a little bit of information that the blue Beetle of Dave Rowley is smoking a little bit aggressively, and that could mean one of many things. And with the pace that he's going at the moment, which isn't as fast as the Beetle can go, it seems there might be a slight problem with that Volkswagen Bug. But we watch the grid run through. There's Michael Hitchcock. Ahead of him is Franco Donadio, or Donadio, no, I was right. There he is out front, and Hitchcock in the Mustang, like a predator to the prey. He's ready to hunt down that Chev Can-Am. As they coast in second, the gap is huge to Trevor Momberg and Jared Evans. And then it's Wayne Rosser and Glenn Ayton Bogard that now comes into frame, as well as Ferdy Maton in the red Mustang that passed. Then Jaco Oosthuizen. What a brilliant story to that car. That was his granny's car back when she used to do drags, and that car is still on chucking. New livery from Ravenel and GT Wraps. Brilliant stuff. There's Rowe. There's Pfeiffer. Happy birthday to Malcolm Pfeiffer as he runs through. And the rest, there is the Morris. And now we jump back to Castrol Corner, Francois.
Going to Castrol Corner, there's Glenn Ayton Bogard there with Jaco Oosthuizen. That very quick little Toyota Conquest. There's Brian Evans working his way past Theo Claessen's. And behind him, Wayne Lotter. Then it's Robert Rowe. Then it is Charlie Arton. Then it's Jan Kukumur. Then up behind Kukumur, Vance Kearney and Malcolm Pfeiffer. But going down towards turn number 5, as the leaders engage with Perdamina Fostron, it is Franco Donadio, and up behind him, Michael Hitchcock. They're the 2 front runners. Hitchcock trying to stay in touch there. And then up behind him is Trevor Momberg and Jared Evans in the Capri, in that blue and white Capri. And then behind them, it's Ferdy Maton in the red Mustang. Behind them, Wayne Rosser. Welcome return to Wayne Rosser in the VW Golf. Wayne Rosser working his way through. Up behind Wayne Rosser, it's Glenn Ayton Bogard, then Jaco Oosthuizen, Theo Claessen. Brian Evans worked his way through the field from the back there ahead of Wayne Lotter.
Jaco Oosthuizen, bonnets come up.
Oh dear. Jaco Oosthuizen have a bonnet flip.
I believe that Jaco Oosthuizen's Toyota, the bonnets come up into the windscreen. I may be wrong, but that's the last little bit. Yes, it has. You can barely see, but he's pulled that car in, as well as Dave Rowley in the VW Beetle. Both have had issues. So unfortunately, both the Conquest and the Bug are in. I wonder if they can maybe try and put that bonnet down. But now we jump back to this lead battle. Oh, sorry, no, another midfield battle. There is Momberg and Jared Evans. Look at this two. It's Capri versus Escort. Ford versus Forward. As they run through Sorrel's sweep. There's another Ford just behind them of Ferry Mouton. And this is first, second, and third in Class B. There they run down. That's 3, 4, and 5 overall as they head into Pertamina Fostron.
Okay, down to Pertamina Fostron. In the meantime, Franco Donadio leading out over Michael Hitchcock. They work their way through. And there you see Jared Evans up behind Trevor Momberg. The two Capris having a right royal battle, evenly matched, as they make their way under the city of Cape Town Castrol Bridge. Nice and tight. And it's giving, while they're tripping each other up, Ferdy Mouton getting a little bit closer now. Coming out there, just like Brian Evans coming out of 5. Up behind Brian Evans, it's Theo Claassen and Robert Rowe.
I see Glenn Ayton Bogard made a move on Wayne Rosser not that long ago. So Glenn moves up into 6th position. And then we see there's Wayne Lotter that comes through after a big accident last year. He managed to finally get the car rebuilt and sorted and tested. And he's back out and racing. And he currently sits 13th overall and 5th in Class C. And there we see there's Charles Arton in his 914, as well as Mr. Robert Rowe in the Mazda RX-7. And then it keeps going down the order, but we jump back to the front as they go into Pertamina Foster. And there's your leader, Franco Donadio, currently with the fastest lap time of a 1:23. And there's been another bonnet issue for the Porsche of Piet Mateer. So a bunch of bonnet issues, Francois.
Here's your leaders coming through now as we watch some of the that dice there still between Jared Evans and Trevor Momberg side by side. Evans on the outside line, he's going to hold it. Momberg crosses the line, shuts the door in his face, keeps him honest as they're battling for 3rd place. Southern Suburbs man Trevor Momberg now holds out here with Jared Evans as they work out. And coming up behind them there's Glenn Ayton Bogard working his way through as he's trying to get past Ferdy Mouton. This is going to be a right royal script. And up behind them, Wayne Rosser. Up behind Wayne Rosser, Brian Evans, as they work their way through.
Now there's another battle. That's Claassen and Robert Rowe. They're out there. 2 6-cylinder vehicles, the BMW as well as the Nissan Skyline. Then we see there's Jan Kukumur. There's Charlie Arton and there's Wayne Lotter. All fighting it out for 10th or for 11th, 12th and 13th. As there's still your Capri versus Escort battle. Oh, sorry, no, I lie. It's Capri versus Capri. It's a two-way Capri fight as they head into Sorrel's sweep. And it's still Momberg, the number 1, ahead of the 414 of Jared Evans as they leave Sorrel's sweep and do a straight line speed run down to Pertamina Fostron once again.
Right, we go down to holes to number 1. There comes your leader, Franco Donadio, in the Chevy Can-Am 5-litre. Works his way around, and he's been pressed hard there by Michael Hitchcock in the 5-litre Ford Mustang. Then up behind them, it's Ferdy Mouton holding off Glenn Ayton Bogard. And Ayton Bogard coming back at Mouton up on the inside. Nice drag there now, as 3 and 4 work their way down into holes.
This is going to be a big battle. We'll wait for this camera to pan. They'll leave Holes Hook. We jump back. There's Ferdy Mouton and Glenn Ayton Bogard fighting it out. That's for 5th overall. This is a top 5 battle here. 2 big V8 muscle cars, or pony cars even, the Granada and the Mustang. As they run through, there we see coming under the bridge and past the start-finish line, Robert Rowe has managed to get ahead of Theo Claassen. We didn't quite see Wayne Rosser, but Wayne Rosser is ahead of them, trying to fight there with Brian Evans as they go through Castrol. But that leaving Holes Hook, there's Charles Arton and Wayne Lotter once again. They still in a bit of a scrap, and that's for 12th and 13th. And 3rd and 4th and 5th in Class C. Now Now Vance Kearney comes through. We see Bloom has a massive spin on the inside. That Turbo Cosworth is into the sand. Donadio was right there as well as Hitchcock. The sand's been thrown up into the first corner right in front of the leaders. So there's going to be a yellow flag there, and that car will not be getting unbeached.
Well, it looked like it could have put some fluid down on the track, a bit of shiny stuff there on the inside of the turn number 1 holes. There's your leader, Franco Donadio, who leads out there, being chased hard by Michael Hitchcock at Chev versus Ford. It's a struggle that's been going on for about 100 years. And Donadio leading out in that mighty muscle Can-Am. And a car that was developed in Australia back in the, I think in the 1960s, early 70s, an Australian muscle car, the Chev Can-Am. The pony, though, the Ford Mustang, we know is a American muscle car. It's a real blue blood car and raced all over the world. Ford Mustangs are really, really popular.
This is the last lap. There's your leader. I only just realized that was the case. Franco Donadio makes his way out of the final corner with Michael Hitchcock not that far behind. It is the flag lap. The flag waves. Donadio takes race number 1 ahead of Michael Hitchcock to the line. Now we wait for this battle between Momberg and Evans, and they are racing down to Pertamina Fostron.
They dive into Pertamina Fostron. It looks like Trevor Momberg has the upper hand there over Jared Evans. They're two very evenly matched cars as they work their way around. Jared Evans sitting up there behind Momberg now as they work their way towards the line. It looks like Trevor's going to hold out on Jared Evans. Yep, he has. He's kept the line closed. Good drive from Trevor, just as well from Jared as Bedin and Roga over the line. We wait for the rest of the field to come through. And that should be Ferdy Maton with Glenn Bogard in close proximity. Ferdy Maton holds out us on the second pony on the